You know, Skype gives you a lot of capabilities with video and with audio, but when you combine it with some of the mobile capabilities, well, it's going to be outstanding. We've got someone joining us right now from his offices in New Jersey, Alex Abrahentes, who is working with Lucha Libre. This is the channel you've probably seen on MTV with the wrestling and all those guys. Alex, good to have you with us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And really fascinated with what you're doing there with Lucha Libre and those things. I've watched the videos. Amazing stuff. The kind of things that you're doing there. I just look at it and go, hey, I would not want to try that myself. Definitely not going against one of those guys. I can guarantee you that. They're good. But I wanted to check with you on some of the mobile technology that you're using, particularly with Skype. What kind of technologies are you using and you find very helpful in your work?
Well, I find Skype tremendously helpful because with Lucha Libre USA, we have a lot of talent who are down in Mexico. And one of our main talent who is part of our creative team lives down in Mexico, so I need to be in touch with him on a regular basis. So I utilize Skype to communicate with him on a regular basis as opposed to having to pick up my landline and being hit with these outrageous charges to speak to him in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
I just dial him up through Skype and hit him on his landline, and we can chat for quite a while, and the connection is great, the service is great, and the rate is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's much better. What kind of rate are we talking about when we call on Skype to a regular phone line in Mexico? Approximately what is it?
I believe it's about 3 cents a minute, which is just fantastic.
Yeah, that's a whole lot better than I think $500 gazillion per nanosecond they charge normally somewhere.
That's
the
right.
other lines. But this will be much better. Now, do you ever do many Skype to Skype audio or video calls?
Yeah, I've done definitely audio calls and video calls. As a matter of fact, when we were starting this project, we needed to find 2 announcers because with Lucha Libre USA Masked Warriors, our TV show, of course, we have 2 announcers calling the action and explaining to the viewers at home what is taking place. So what I did was instead of having people fly into New York and incur, a lot of expenses with that and just trying people out, I used Skype Skype to actually audition the play-by-play and the color commentator. So what I would do is I would go through a series of auditions via Skype. I would tell them, sign up for a Skype account. We'll set a time and a date, and we'll have you do an audition where you call a match through YouTube. And I would be able to communicate with them basically face-to-face, thanks to this technology, and I was able to weed through a lot of people and finally find our announce team. So it was a huge benefit, and especially since one of our announcers was from the West Coast. So that was just a great thing to have, a great tool to utilize. So I'm very fortunate that we are able to use Skype.
Yeah, it seems like Skype is an ideal tool for that because, yes, of course, you're saving on the time, money, and effort of putting someone on an airplane, flying them to a given destination, all that. But it seems like this way you can also look at a greater range of potential talent. You could see them more. And you're actually seeing the facial expressions. You're watching them, what they're really looking like, and some of the kind of things that you wouldn't hear, but you watch the face and you go, something's up with this guy, I don't know. And it seems like Skype gives you a lot of benefits on that. What other kinds of portable technology are you using now?
Well, I actually have Skype on all my devices. I have 3 different phones, and one of which is a Motorola Droid on Verizon Wireless, so I use Skype Mobile there. And then I also have an iPhone, so I use Skype on that as well. And in addition to that, I have it on my iMac and my MacBook Pro.
Wow.
So I'm utilizing it, kind of any way that I possibly can, and every way I possibly can, I should say.
No wonder I like you. You're a nerd like me. This is great.
Yeah,
using all this technology. It's great. Well, now some people would come back and say, whoa, Alex, come on. Lucha Libre is great and all that, but that's pretty crazy having all that technology. Why do you have so much technology? Couldn't you get by with just one cell phone?
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes you're in a certain area and you don't have the best coverage or you don't have Wi-Fi, so you have one device that works. Like, for example, my Verizon Wireless Motorola Droid, I can make calls over 3G, which is just fantastic.
Yes.
And with my iPhone, I can also use 3G. However, I think it's only for a limited time, and then it's going to go to Wi-Fi. So it's great to be able to juggle the two and know that I have options. And it's also great to have those mobile devices because I can't always be on either my iMac or my MacBook Pro. I just can't carry them around with me. So it's just so super convenient to pick up my phone, open up the Skype app, and be able to Skype. Whether it be Skype to Skype or Skype to landline, it's just such a great convenience to have it to have it be such a portable application.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the key term there is that you said it's convenience and you have a lot of options because sometimes a phone won't work or sometimes this won't work or that. Yeah. You don't have to go, oh, gee, we can't make the call. Instead, you go, okay, I'll switch over to this. We've got a plan B and a plan C so that you can make it happen. And in business, we need to do that. You're traveling all the time. I think you're keeping 2 or 3 airlines in business yourself single-handedly with all the traveling that you're doing back and forth. But having the right tools in place makes it a lot easier. Is it very expensive using Skype?
No, not at all. I love the fact that, I mean, Skype to Skype phone calls are free and Skype to landline calls are so affordable that I wouldn't see why anybody with a computer wouldn't use that when they need to make international phone calls or just make regular phone calls. It's just, it's such a wonderful thing. And I've met so many people who have friends and family overseas who use it as a method to communicate. And how wonderful is it that, you know, they're not incurring a real fee to use it, if they're using Skype to Skype, or even if they're using Skype to landline, it's so low that it's really affordable for everyone. So, it's just a wonderful product.
Yeah, wow. So there's no charge on Skype video. Then okay, I'll pay for this video call. How's that? Yeah,
that sounds great. Very, very generous of you.
Just because I'm such a nice guy, it's on me this time. And then the next time we're in New York or together, then the full dinner's on you. Yeah, something like that. So, Alex, you're doing a lot of good things with this. And if someone wanted to find out more about the amazing things you do, and I love the video that you're doing and the stuff that you're doing there on MTV, really looks good. How can they find out more about Lucha Libre and what's happening?
Well, our website is luchalibreusa.com. If they want to actually watch full episodes of the program, they can go to lucha.mtv2.com. And if anyone wants to contact me directly, I'm accessible via email, which is alex@luchalibreusa.com.
Great. And please spell that Lucha Libre so we make sure we get it right.
Absolutely. It's Lucha, and Libre is Libre. USA.com.
Thank you very much. Well, this guy here who's struggling myself to learn Spanish and get through it, we say a big muchas gracias, senor, for your help on all this and the things you're doing. You're really doing a great job with that and demonstrating exactly how to push the technology to get the job done and get the results we need. And you're a shining example for us of how to do it right. Thank you, Alex.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me on here, Terry.
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing you. Maybe we'll see you in the ring someday on Lucha Libre.
Hey, you never know. Never say never.
Yeah, that's right. Never say never. Hey, thanks a bunch for the time, and we'll look forward to seeing you on TV.
All right. Thanks a lot. Take care.